You feel like the monkey's jumped on your back. Now you feel like it's jumped off getting back down there. And yeah, we hadn't been there in a while, and felt like we've had some teams that have earned it, and we just didn't play well. To get back down there, it's just, a great – it has a lot to say about this group of kids and their focus and their determination. It's off the chart.
Last night, the Spring Garden Lady Panthers put the finishing touches on a decade of dominance. Get this, since 2004, the Panthers have been to the regionals 9 times, and they won it back in 2010. The last time they captured the championship was 2010. Again, 4 years ago. They're going back. They joined Sacred Heart. Their boys team is in Birmingham as well. So 2 area teams scored spots in the state championships on the first day yesterday. 2 more had a chance to take home titles today. In Class 4A, Jacksonville girls back in the regional final for the 2nd consecutive season. Last year, the Lady Eagles lost to Anniston on this stage, and today they look for redemption against Locust Fort. Jacksonville took control early in the game, giving up just 8 points in the first quarter. Then they went on a tear in the third quarter, stretching a 3-point halftime lead down up to 12 in a very short span. The Lady Hornets' strength is that 3-point ball, and they used it well. Got right back into the contest. Locust Fort hit 9 from downtown, led by Ashlyn Atkins with 3 triples and 16 total. But Jacksonville had an answer for each run. Sierra Stone with a marvelous performance, 19 points and 20 rebounds. Virginia Poe also with 19, Angel Kidd 18, 13 for Deja Kirksey, and Jacksonville wins it 75-70, punching their ticket to Birmingham for the 3rd time in school history.
We bent a little bit, but we didn't break, and so I'm proud of them. They wasn't going to quit, and like they said for the game, we wasn't coming out of here runner-up this time, so they's coming out champs this time. So proud as I can be of them.
Since we've been back, we've had 2 disappointments really, and when I was a 10th grader, and then last year, and this year we were determined not to let it happen again. And so I couldn't even contain my emotions on the court. We were just so excited because it's like Birmingham, it's the final step, and we got 2 more games to go. And we're not stopping now.
Jacksonville season rolls on to the state finals. They'll take on UMS Wright in the semis next Tuesday at the BJCC. Now to the 4A boys. White Plains back in the regional final for the first time since 2008. Today they faced Westminster Christian, who entered the regional with an 18-11 record, but pulled off one of the biggest upsets of all the regionals by beating number 2 Cherokee County on Saturday. But it's White Plains who got off to the hot start. The Wildcats shot a blistering 60% from the floor in the first half, took a 24-20 lead to halftime. But Westminster Christian ended up really playing some good lockdown defense in the second half, really holding White Plains to just 5 points in the third quarter. They clawed their way back into it, but Trey Petty led all scorers with 23 points for Westminster. He won tournament MVP, and Westminster wins the tournament title. They go on to win it 51-41, ending White Plains' season.
We got nothing to be ashamed of. Our kids fought. We played very hard. We just didn't play good enough. And they had a lot to do with that. So their defense was really good, contested everything. But I thought our kids fought, represented our community and school the right way. We got a lot to be proud of, and a lot of tears in that locker room, but there should be because they put a lot into it. So we're proud of our kids, and I wouldn't want to be in any other locker rooms. Great bunch.
Honestly, this is the best season I've ever had. I love my guys. I think the chemistry really helps a lot on the court. We all grew up together. This first group, really, everybody grew up together, and I just think we had a really nice season.
Nathan's right. They did have a great season. A 25-7 record is what they end with. They end up with the region runner-up, but it's Westminster Christian who has the region championship, and they'll play for a spot in Birmingham in Class 4A. Meanwhile, the other matchups today were in Class 6A. The Shades Valley girls knocked off Fort Payne 62-55, so the Lady Mounties move on, and Woodlawn gets the win over Shades Valley in a low-scoring game on the boys' side in Class 6A, 43-38, your final score there. Moments ago, we heard from the AHSAA that the games in the Central and the Northeast will stay as scheduled. So the times you see on your screen right here are the same times that will play out tomorrow, despite all the weather that Chris was talking about in our last segment. So Anniston girls will play Springville for the 5A girls regional final at 9 a.m., followed by J.O. Johnson and Butler's boys at 11. Plainview and Pisgah girls get set to start at 1 p.m. and then a battle of 2 local teams playing for that 3A boys championship, Piedmont and Westbrook Christian. So we're guaranteed to have at least a 4th. Anniston could be the 5th out of the Northeast Regional. 2 other teams playing down in Montgomery in the Central. 9 a.m. start for Central Tuscaloosa and Talladega girls in Class 5A, and in Class 4A, Sipsey Valley will play Montford. That game is set to start at 1 p.m.